Have you ever wondered where it all went wrong? Why is life so hard sometimes? Why do we struggle with things like shame, fear, and conflict? The answers might be found in one of the oldest stories ever told. Today, we're diving deep into Genesis chapter 3, a story that explains so much about our human condition. It all begins in a perfect garden called Eden. God had created the first man and woman, Adam and Eve, and gave them everything they could ever need. He gave them just one rule: do and eat the fruit from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Seems simple enough, right? But then, a serpent enters the scene. This isn't just any snake, the Bible describes it as more crafty than any other animal. And it starts a conversation with Eve. It asks, "Did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden?" Notice the twist? God said not to eat from one tree, but the serpent makes it sound like God is a cosmic killjoy, restricting their freedom entirely. Eve corrects the serpent, explaining they can eat from the other trees, but if they eat from the forbidden one, they will die. This is where the serpent lays its trap. It replies, "You will not certainly die. For God knows that when you eat of it your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." The serpent plants a seed of doubt. It suggests that God is holding something back, that he doesn't want them to be wise or powerful like him. It's a direct attack on God's character and his goodness. And Eve hesitates. She looks at the fruit. It looks good to eat, it's pleasing to the eye, and the serpent just told her it would make her wise. The temptation is overwhelming. She takes a bite and then gives some to Adam, who was right there with her. And he eats it too. Instantly, something changes. Their eyes are opened, but not in the way they expected. They suddenly realize they are naked, and for the first time, they feel shame. They try to cover themselves with fig leaves, a flimsy attempt to hide their vulnerability from each other and from God. Later that day, they hear God walking in the garden. And what do? They hide. The close, open relationship they had with their Creator is shattered. Fear has entered the world. God calls out, "Where are you?" He already knows where they are, of course. He's giving them a chance to come clean, to confess. Adam blames Eve. "The woman you put here with me, she gave me some fruit from the tree, and I ate it." Then Eve blames the serpent. "The serpent deceived me, and I ate." No one takes responsibility. The blame game, something we are all too familiar with, has officially begun. Then come the consequences. God addresses the serpent first, cursing it. Then he speaks to Eve, telling her that childbirth will be painful and that her relationship with her husband will be filled with conflict. To Adam, God says that because he listened to his wife instead of God, the ground is now cursed. Work will become toilsome and frustrating. And finally, the ultimate consequence, death. They will return to the dust from which they were made. This story isn't just an ancient myth. It's a profound explanation for the brokenness we see in the world and in our own lives. It shows us how one act of disobedience, rooted in doubt and pride, severed our connection with God and introduced sin, shame, and death into the human experience. But even in this dark chapter, there's a glimmer of hope. When God curses the serpent, he says that the offspring of the woman will crush its head. For centuries, people have seen this as the very first promise of a savior, a hint that one day, someone would come to defeat evil once and for all. So the story ends with Adam and Eve being banished from the Garden of Eden. God places an angel to guard the way to the tree of life. It's a sad ending, but it's not the final ending. It's just the beginning of a much larger story of redemption that unfolds throughout the rest of the Bible. What do you think about this chapter? Does it resonate with your own experiences of temptation, shame, or the desire to hide? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you found this interesting, be sure to like and subscribe for more deep dives into these timeless stories.